Good evening, folks. Let's just get right into it, shall we? We're Phil DeFranco now. Let's just jump right in it. He says that every episode. Ah, what's that? Ah, controls. I'm so used to playing the other game. When I try to strafe, I use the wrong keys. A little rearranging while we wait for everybody to get here. What the hell is this bar? Just added a bunch of new bars. What the heck is that? I'll warn somebody before you go putting that big ol' ass in somebody's face. Okay, that's good. I have no idea what we're doing tonight. Awful lot of fancy duds for somebody that cons blue. Just saying. Well, while we're waiting, we'll do some fishing. Somebody just said he sold his sword to a vendor. Oh God. Daughter has this folding chair with a ladybug face on it. And around the mouth, there's a big smear of food like she was trying to feed it. Ah, knockblade. Ah. I want a Noctivant blade. Oh, I'm out of bait. Never mind, guess we're not fishing. When's the last time they restarted these servers? Bronze Tuntle. Bronze Lone Ranger. Used to watch that show when I was a kid. The original one. TV was so cool back then. Oh, excuse me. What's down here? Probably nothing I want to see. Ah, there's that guy. Now we just gotta wait for Slappy. Alright. Speak of the devil. As little as possible keeps me out of trouble. That's not true. What's going on, Anonymous? 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 We're just waiting for Slappy to get here, and then we're gonna go do stuff. Oh, when you separate it like that, you almost have to. And you really want to be affiliated or be associated with the hacker known as Anonymous. Well, that whole movement's really gone down the shitter. Yeah, the hacker group, that's what I mean. It was never a group. It was just some people who would use the moniker. And then, you know, the next group to come along would just pick up the moniker from that and do something else with it. Back in the good days. Oh, there's Slappy. Come here. Come here. Stop moving. There we go. Okay, let's get everybody buffed. Sorry about that. That was disgusting. We're going to make another group of gnomes, but with Thai America as well. He kind of well, he and his girlfriend feel kind of bad that they missed out on this, so we're going to do it all again. Might not be gnomes this time, might be halflings or something, but it's a secret. But yes. Assuming I am able to. The time slot's just problematic. A time slot. "4 hours early Thursday afternoon." I agree, and gnomes give you more variety too. We don't get of course, but clarity. I mean, I'll gladly give up for clarity, especially playing a caster. And then you have rogue, warrior. Don't have shadow knight yet, which is sad. Cleric, wizard, mage, chanter, the whole 9 yards. Of all the small races, they have the greatest variety. That would be amazing. Also not orc either. Didn't have so. Oh yeah. My corpse was under the water. Yeah, I remember that. Bastard gave me a cheap shot. Didn't even see him coming. Just running down the beach, and he just went bip. Okay. Quickest route there is this way. Do you know the way? I know the way. Wait, where did we come in at? That's not right. Go in and take a left. Yeah, go in and take a left. Oh, okay, here's where I went wrong. Well, no, it doesn't matter because they all go to the same spot. Oh, Jesus. And then we go this way. And then we go this way. Can actually just cut right through here. Yeah. This way. This way. Whoa, what the hell happened? Just run, just run, just run, just run, 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 run. Oh, blind. Can't see where I'm going. Dead. Visibility dropped. Auspicious start to our adventure. Oh, guess not. There's Slappy. And there's Gathorn. Oh, he gated. Good man. I would have too if I'd thought about it. What happened to Thompson? Ah, he made it. I'd like to say we almost made it, but we didn't. Still had like 3 rooms to go through, including 2 named mobs. That might actually be a good spot to camp, though. Bind on the stone brunt side, and then come back through and get those 3 named mobs right there on the inside. I don't know where I was, how far into level 16 I was. Further than that, I believe. Did you seriously just say safe space? He said safe space. I can't see where I am. Right now we're at the Warrens. We're making our way over to Stonebrunt. What the hell? Shaman saw through invis. You sure you want to join this group? So far we're like at negative 20% for XP or something like that. Well, you're more than welcome. If you know, if you can find a way over. Perfect level. We're all around 16. No, no, no. They died again. Okay, I'll be right back. Recharge my coffee. Looks like we're going to need it. Okay. Yeah, we'll be here. I'm hearing weird noises. You might have the mic up too loud. Where are they at? They're there. So I got 2 corpses deep inside the dungeon, including one with all my stuff on it. Okay, I don't think I can cast the invis. I don't have all that kind of stuff. I'm a cleric. No. So where are we? Half hour in, 2 deaths already. Did you oh man, I think he de-leveled. That sucks. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, there's no other way through there. That's the shortest route. So once we go through that door, bam. Danny Maple. Maple man cometh. Come to see the carnage. Got that spell off just in time. No, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Shit. Can't see. Did I die? I don't know if I died or not. Yep. God damn it. This is getting retarded. I honestly don't think we can. We can't stick together because we can't see each other. I don't know if anybody has see and viz. Oh, okay. Okay, let's go. Wait. What do you mean wait? There are no safe corners. Nothing about this dungeon is safe. Now invis is lasting all day. Oh, 1%. I still got 1%. Oops. The pit. Where's the Druid ring? It's in Toxila Forest, right? Ye old ball peen hammer. Sorry, ye old ball peen. Be right back. Sorry about the slow start. Hey, look who it is. Oh, I'm glad you made it. Right back while Gathorn runs over. He's got to port over and then run through a couple zones. So, yeah. I don't know if I can invite. Seems to be a recurring theme. I can't invite people to the guild. Why is my mana not going up? Oh, it's one word. Ah, yeah, worked. Dispersing, what's going on? You missed the carnage. It's been nothing but dying so far. Four deaths in less than an hour. Oh, because I'm thirsty, that's why. Oh, there's water right here. That should work. If I was king, this would work. If you're out of water. Oh, they poured it over. Or zoned over. Ah, cool. Got your course back. That's a good thing. Ooh, I can summon water. I forgot about that. Real softly, I can hear the Downton Abbey theme song. Yeah, you did. You have better luck buying a goldfish and arguing with it. Oh. What were you arguing about? Well, how'd that happen? Hate to say it, Gathorn, but there's another druid in there, I think, who's dragging our corpses already after you ran all the way over here. Well, grinding. A lot of corpse recoveries tonight. How's it going? Oh, bless you, sir. Am I? I hope not. Can you hear me now? What the hell's going on? Oh. Can anybody else hear me? Okay, yeah. Well, they all are dispersing, you know that. It's their constant state of being. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's fight our way through. It's safe, at least down to the water. Look at me, I'm a warrior. Now how the hell am I encumbered? I'm not carrying anything. That's you hit it right on the head there. It's a personal benefit. It's an ideology of nothing but selfishness. They make the claims of doing things for the greater good, but the reality of the situation is it has nothing to do with making this group or that marginalized section of society have a better life. It's all about making them feel better about doing something. And that's why it always fails. I really want to help. Wait, we lost Kaboom. Oh, okay, good, good. There he is. Oh, shit. Nuke. I watched a video, was it yesterday, the day before, something like that, about pit bulls and how people will go to great lengths to make excuses for their dogs. You know, it's not the dog, it's the owner, or that kind of thing. And you know, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary. Kind of goes along with what you were just saying there. And despite the fact that, you know, that particular breed only makes up 11% of the pet population, they're responsible for 67% of the fatalities. Because that's what they were bred for. Maybe. Might be onto something there. I don't have anything against the dogs themselves, I don't. But there's no denying the fact that they are overwhelmingly quick to trigger. I mean, I have yet to meet one. Well, no, one. I've met one that hasn't immediately gone for my face. But that was down in Florida, and you know, I never really got too close to it. But everyone I've met since then, they've always gone right for my face. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But But the point is, you know, the owners make up just all these crazy excuses, denying cold hard facts. You know, here's the data. You can't dispute this. These are numbers. These are statistics. Oh, it's the owner, not the dog. Same logic that says it's the gun, not the person carrying it. I think the liberals are just mad that it's their people that keep running around shooting everybody. They're running out of excuses. Oh, excuse me. Why, that kobold is huge. Cleared this room out a bit. King Ragnar. But it is coming to a head. Forcing everybody into a might makes right situation, and they're going to be upset with the outcome. Don't want it to come to that, obviously. But when you're given no choice, what are you going to do? Oh, excuse me. I'm really not tired. I don't know why I keep yawning. I'm kind of the opinion, though, that it should have happened a long time ago. You know, post-World War II, we kind of let our guard down, and there's been this slow creep. Everything shifted from a bottom-up organization to a top-down organization. You know, politically speaking. And they're not afraid of us anymore. And that's a problem. Upgrade. Ah. Wrong race? Yeah, shit. Cows. Well, people think I work for a living. Yeah, I know, I know. Israel's the problem over there right now. They keep poking the bear, literally, and they're going to end up pissing off Russia. That's what's going to happen, and then we're going to have to, pull their asses out of the fire again because they can't keep their hands to themselves. Syria has no interest in Israel whatsoever. None. It was the most tolerant country in the Middle East. I mean, that's not saying much, granted, but oh, I broke in Fizz. Where the hell is it? I don't see the exit. Where is it? Did we go the wrong way? No, we couldn't have. Where the hell's the way through? Oh. This way. Nope, that's not it. Booyah. Yeah, those Iranian positions deep within Syrian borders. Wishful thinking, seriously. But it would amuse me to no end if the president just said, "Sorry, Israel, we just don't have the time or money to help you out right now. You're on your own. We've given you plenty of arms, plenty of ammunition, plenty of planes and tanks and all that kind of stuff. So you're just going to have to fend for yourself for a little while. But that's okay. You can depend on your natural resources and your vast amounts of exports to fund everything." Oh yeah, blind. A lot of people would, Danny. A lot of people would. Probably in very tiny little messy pieces too. I think after this whole Syria deal, pretty much everybody except for Saudi Arabia, of course, and the Middle East is just going to really have a hard on for Israel. They're digging a hole that they can't get out of. And you know, let's be honest, if you know, we're forced to go to war with any major power, we're not going to have the resources to defend them. Oh no, hell no, no! We're too spread out. I mean, we've been in a constant state of warfare since well, 1940, 41, whenever we joined World War II. No, I don't have any res yet. Not till, what was it, 19? No. No, you don't get your first crappy res until 34. And you know, in the last 10 years, it's been ramped up quite a bit. You know, with all the crap going on in the Middle East. Alright, be right back. I have to hit that. Chugging the coffee down there. buff everybody. Ty, what's going on? I guess everybody's already got the... Oh, never mind, it's fading. Oh, it's been an adventure, let me tell you. What do we have, 4 deaths in the first hour? Seriously, 4 deaths in the first hour. We were in Viz running through the dungeon, and then there was one mob that could see through in Viz. It was just a dog pile. We didn't realize it at first, thought the invis wore off as we were running through the dungeon, so the next time through, you know, kept a more careful eye on the invisibility. But that's when we realized that there was a shaman right outside the one door that could see through invis. %1 away from de-leveling. Yeah, they are. The ones that have it, yeah. Yeah, I'm encumbered too, and it really irritates the hell out of me. Oh yeah, I was playing on with some of the using Streamlabs OBS, and it has a lot of little neat things that you can add. So I was tinkering around today. Yeah, you should check that out, Ty. Streamlabs OBS. It's just like regular OBS, but it has a lot of stuff incorporated in it, so you don't have to like do all the add browser source stuff, because it's all integrated already. You know, like your viewer count and your chat box and all that stuff. It's already integrated. Oh, good, Dee Dee. Awesome. It is. It really is. Nope. No one gets out alive. It sucks. Can't wear any of the armor drops in here. Oh, yeah, it's this thing. Crystal Web Shield. Got it out of Crystal Caverns. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've been having a hankering lately for just really good beer. Just one. Just to get it out of my system. He is red. Hey. Did he resist me, that bastard? Well, I guess he would, he's red. Alright, Dee Dee, you have a great evening. Hope you enjoy your game time. dick. Oh, no, he's alright. He's twice our level. Ding. Or, not ding, what the hell am I saying? You've seen me play this game before, right? Huntmaster Fergal? We're just mending up a little bit, and then we're going to make our way down the hall to where Gathorn died last, so we can log on as enchanter and get it. Oh, excuse me. That's the sumbitch right there, that greater shaman. Sumbitch. Is it the pack leader? That's weird. Cast the damn spell. All these bald heads. It's like sitting in a nursing home. Goddamn kids, get off my lawn. Oh, go away. Mad at you. Damn cat. Oh, brother. Oh, you had some weather there? Oh, you live in the tropics, don't you? Isn't that a tropical region? So I imagine you get a lot of rain. Ours has finally improved. It was all over the place. We had like, and within the time span of 1 week, it went from 40 to 80 and back down again. Hey, I'm back up to where I was after the first death. Might actually turn a profit here tonight. Oh, shit. Mighty Bear Paw. In fact, none of those guys drop anything worth getting. 12, 13, 14. There we go. Work is overrated. Sit around and play video games all day. No Bat Lord. He must be on a 20-minute timer. Oop. Hey, hey, hey. What'd you do with my mob? Get your own mob. There it is. Oh. Pet. So you're trying to attack it and it says pet. Which way is it? South is the big bear, so we want to go north. Wait, is it? I don't freaking know. Ah, I resisted a spell finally. Yay me. Oh, my pleasure, Ty. My pleasure. I enjoy your show. Other people should too. And like I said, you got a nice gimmick going, so might as well take advantage of it. Something like that. Huntmaster Fertile. I do very much. Every day, actually. It's a very happy time. Oh shit. Scared me. I think I actually jumped a little. Where did I get lost? I went the wrong way. Yeah. It's an idea we bounced around. It's just it's such an expensive thing. And yeah. Find a shop, paying the rent, all the utilities, getting the starting inventory. It's a big expense, and we're just not that motivated, to be honest. We have a strict policy of doing the absolute minimum amount of work necessary. As long as the bills are paid and we have food in the house and clothes on our backs. It would be nice, though. It would be really nice. Nice to be my own boss again. Well, I mean, other than her. Okay, be right back. I'm going to grab one more coffee. And, yeah. Actually, we found a spot that would be ideal for it. Perfect place, perfect location. Right across the street from a park, just off the main road, so it's, you don't have all the traffic going right in front of your store, but it's so close to the main road that it's practically part of it. Food places all around, fast food, pizza, convenience stores, all that kind of stuff, like within a block. Perfect location, parking right out front, nice big space inside. But yeah. Be right back. We already have a really nice shop here in town, though, so it'd be kind of pointless trying to open another one. The area is just not big enough to support two. So we'd have to go to another town to do it, if we did. We've talked about it a lot. And if we ever get motivated to pursue it. Oh, one of the things we were talking about is not limiting it to just pen and paper games. Have like a couple of consoles or something like that in there. And we also want to put in a coffee shop. See. Back here, you bastard. Probably going to be doing a game here not too long from now. One of my people from the game shop is going to be starting up a game soon. It's going to be hopefully. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to play in it. It depends on the timing. But if so, then definitely. Yeah, because we'll be doing it through Roll20. Yeah. It's going to be a neat game. It really is. The guy's a great storyteller. And he really goes above and beyond when it comes to putting these games together. And he's doing a... it's a modern day kind of Doctor Who-y, Stargate-y kind of thing. Using the White Wolf system. That's how he does things. Yeah, just kind of takes what he likes and combines it into one game from all the different game systems and whatnot. That's the guy who ran the White Wolf game. I'm not sure if you're familiar with White Wolf, Vampire the Masquerade, that kind of thing. He ran a game for, I think it was 3 or 4 years, every Sunday night after the store closed. It was our game, the grown-ups game, and who'd we lose? Anyhow, he ran this game for years, several years, and we got so wrapped up in the game we weren't even paying attention to leveling or XP or anything like that. And I think he handed out XP 2 times in the entire duration of the game. Points. It's a White Wolf system, so it works a little different. Yeah, really good game. Good story, and that's the thing. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about the Cyberpunk game that one of the other guys ran. Another one that went for a couple years. No, that one we of course leveled up on a regular basis and whatnot. By the end of it, half the group was, full body conversion Borgs, cyborgs. But he ran the entire game. Every week he'd bring his spiral bound notebook with him to the game, and so we naturally assumed that he was, bringing his notes with him. And then when the game finally wrapped up, I think everybody died one night. 5.0 is not that bad. I played in a game or two. It's not horrible. I prefer 3.5 myself, but one sec. But 5.0 is not bad. It's better than 4.0. But anyhow, a year or two, I think he ran this game, Cyberpunk game, 2020, Cyberpunk 2020. Then at the end of the game, when everybody got killed, or we beat the bad guys, I don't even remember how it ran, or ended up. Come to find out, he had no notes whatsoever. The entire game started with a random encounter from the back of the rule book, and everything else was just off the cuff. No notes, no nothing. He just made it up as he went. Well, he basically let us make it up as he went. What are you, 5? Yeah, it was great. It was great. So many good games in that shop, though. We got lucky, and we had just people who could run good games. There was Don. He was our D&D guy. He did a really detailed campaign. He get a little nutty about the rules sometimes, like nobody could carry hemp rope because it was too heavy. Because realistically, it is. But his D&D games were amazing. And then, the guy running the other game, Dean, ran the White Wolf game. He was just a great storyteller. And then Ed ran the original owner of the game shop ran a Legend of the Five Rings game that we just got so engrossed in. It's ridiculous. That's I don't know if you know that samurai kind of thing. It's a mishmash of Asian mythology, Japanese, Chinese, whatever. But it was primarily Japanese, with the whole Code of Bushido and everything. Oh, they all had good storylines. I can't. This was years ago, so I don't remember most of them. Don's game, I remember. We were the D&D game. We were being pursued by this group, this evil group, and in the big. Oh, and throughout the whole thing, I was playing a halfling rogue, and I was pissing everybody off because they thought I was stealing from them all the time. And then in the final encounter, we're in this cave, stone bridge over top pool of lava. You know the deal. And the bad guys were on top of the bridge, and we were on this side of it, and they had us dead to rights. And I told the head bad guy, hey, I'm not with these guys. I was, I just met up with them just down the road a little bit, and you guys have an issue with them, that's fine, but I'll be on my way. And of course there's a die roll to convince them. So, but I majorly succeeded in my role. And as I was crossing the bridge to go out the other side, I grabbed a hold of the main bad guy and tackled him into the lava pit. We both died in the process, but saved everybody else in the group. So that was one of the more memorable ones. And God, the L5R game. It was a combat thing. We were chasing a bad guy, and he got a really big lead on us on a horse. He was like a football field away on horseback. And one of the guys in our group was playing a Crane Clan samurai. They're really good duelers and whatnot, but this guy happened to be really good with a bow. But this was an impossible shot, and he wanted to stop the guy, so he took a shot. And in that game, when you roll a 10, they explode. I think that's what it was. It was something like that. I want the pouch. Oh, he got it. Okay, good. Yeah, so he took the shot, and he just kept exploding on the 10s. It was just stupid luck. That's all it was, stupid luck. But he kept exploding the 10s, because it was all 10-sided. D10. Dice pools. And just made this phenomenal shot. He just killed the guy, and he just... Right before he got into the gates of his fortress, he fell over dead. It's ridiculous. Everybody just jumped up from the table. Oh my God! That's the same guy that did the Skyzors thing. He wanted to know. He was looking through the D&D rulebook and buying equipment, and he came across some Skyzors, and they only cost like 2 silver pieces or something like that. And he says, "What the hell are Skyzors?" And we're looking at I don't what the hell what's Sky? Let me see. Scissors. It was old Gilly. He's a good guy. Gilly is Hork. The story of the Hork. Well, the guy who did the arrow shot and did the Skyzors thing was the guy who created the word Horcus. Lots of stories like that. 10 years worth of stories. My very first encounter in the shop didn't have anything to do with playing a game. I just moved to Florida, was looking for a game shop, found this one. There were 2, and this one was closer to my house, so I decided to go to this one, and glad I did. Told the story before too, and I'm sitting there playing Magic with somebody, Magic the Gathering with somebody, just a random game, not in a tournament or anything, just playing. And this guy comes in, getting all angry at the owner, screaming, hollering, saying, "You owe me a new pair of sunglasses," because he apparently lost his sunglasses in the shop, and he assumed that the owner of the shop was responsible for buying him a new set. And the guy was getting belligerent, borderline violent, and he wasn't like your typical game shop customer. He was not a nerd. He's one of those guys that probably spends a little too much time in the bar, kind of thing. and being mean to women. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Sorry. Well, he's getting nasty with this guy. Now, I'm thinking this guy's getting ready to throw down with the owner. And Ed, you know, was this very mild-mannered, quiet guy, unassuming. Just to look at him, you just naturally assume that he's not capable of defending himself very well. He owns a game shop, for Christ's sakes. And, you know, so I reach into my pocket and pull out my little pocket knife. Because I'm going to shank this guy if he goes after Ed. But then eventually the guy's buddy comes in and, you know, drags him out of the store. The more rational of the two. Drags him out of the store before he ends up getting arrested or something. And as soon as the door closes, all you hear all around the shop are hammers being dropped. Everybody in the shop had a gun trained on this guy, getting ready to shoot him if he did anything. So I just took my little pocket knife, folded it back up, put it back. I felt so stupid. And fucking Dean, the guy who runs it, is running the game soon. He had a shotgun pointed at the guy underneath the table. It was crazy. Safest place to leave your kids, though. Parents never worried about the safety of their children when they were in that shop. And then I come to find out later that Ed, the owner of the shop, had been training in martial arts his entire life, and would have just tore the guy's head right off. So he didn't even really need the help. Yeah. It's just, you know, when you spend your whole life doing that kind of training, that kind of discipline, you avoid fighting at all costs because you know you're going to kill somebody. So he was really trying to restrain himself, but it was getting close to the point where it was going to come to blows. Interesting group of folks. Really interesting. We had one guy that was, you know, prior to retiring, was a competitive shooter. You know, with those goofy handled guns. 3. But everybody there was always packing. At the time in Florida, it was real easy to get your concealed carry permit and whatnot. And they were very loose and open with the you know, gun thing. They've gotten a bit more strict since then. Who's getting hit? They weren't a violent bunch. They were a bunch of good guys. They just, you know, it's a shop full of nerds, and nerds aren't really known for their combat prowess. So that was the equalizer. They all had good jobs. They could afford it. Fireball's bouncing in the corner over there. Oh, it disappeared. That's sad. I rooted. He charmed the kobold. Well, what was it? Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. It's part of the reason why that exists. You got the right to defend yourself. Oh, you don't. You moved out of the country. The rules over there are really strict about that kind of stuff, aren't they? Yeah, yeah. Now, if you live in a culture where people respect one another's rights and not rights, but respect one another, don't mess with each other, don't mess with each other's shit. If you live in that kind of environment, you can get away with it. But that's the only way, and the only countries that really are capable of doing that are Asian countries. I mean, they still have their crime and whatnot. But they just have their level of respect for other people and their property is just much greater than it is in Western countries. But here the primary reason isn't to defend yourself against burglars. It's defend yourself against invaders, both foreign and domestic. Cat's chasing something. She just made a weird noise. What are you doing? Moth, I think. The moth got in the house. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. That's what this country has gotten away from, where our elected officials no longer fear us. Yeah, yeah. Different outlook on life, different culture, different society, different rules. Yeah. Now there's still organized. I mean, there is still crime. There, organized crime and whatnot. But it doesn't tend to affect people directly. There's a guy does YouTube videos, Tommy Sotomayor. Oh shit, sorry Gathorn. I'm not paying attention. Gathorn almost died. Sitting here gabbing and Gathorn's life bar's down to nothing. The pet's been taking all the damage, so I'm not really paying any attention to anybody's health. I'm just kind of sitting here leeching XP. Oh no, don't worry about it. That's what it's all about. Games are almost secondary. What's the sense of streaming a game if you're not going to talk to everybody? Dick. Oh, anyhow, yeah, it's Tommy Sotomayor is in Chicago in one night. There were like 12 shootings in one night. I mean, within a block. He likes to do a recap of the police reports in Chicago, Detroit, places like that. Consequently, or coincidentally, the cities with the highest amount of gun control. But he likes to do rundowns of all the shootings and whatnot that happen. That too, yeah. You don't have diversity, and it makes a difference. It really does. I mean, people, you know, the United States, we have diversity. We have people from all over the world living here. But anytime we have a group, you know, like Germans, Italians, Chinese, Jews, whatever, they always tend to form their own little micro community within the greater community, and then they usually tend to stick to themselves. So you don't really have diversity, you just have a bunch of little microcosms that happen to live next door to one another. And that's how we've made it work. Yeah, we got representation of every country on earth here, but for the most part, like in New York City, you got your Chinatown, you got your Little Italy, you got and they tend to keep within themselves. They have their own shops, they have their own their own everything, resources. Oh really? Yeah. Who's getting beat on? 2. Damn, dude. I can't res you yet. so don't die. I know the Chinese, I mean the actual Chinese, can be a shifty lot. Well, I grew up in a Chinese household, and yeah, my stepfather wasn't above getting the best part of the deal. I used to watch him work, just study what he was doing, how he interacted with people. And just the way he'd manipulate people. Where were you at in China? What area, or were you just scattered around? Oh, okay. Yeah, because there's China, there's Hong Kong, and then there's China. And they're two completely different things. Oh, so you didn't even go to Hong Kong. That's a very totalitarian system, and when you put in heavy restrictions on people, they try to find ways to get around those restrictions. It leads to crime. Leads to people skirting the rules. Because I mean, I don't care who you are. Nobody likes to be bossed around. I think the greatest thing that happened to China, mainland China, was the reacquisition of Hong Kong, though. That introduced them to trade, capitalism, and the advantages and disadvantages that carries with it. But their entire system has started shifting more towards a capitalist based. They're encouraging people to build and prosper much more so than they used to. They have the strongest economy right now. They surpass the United States in what is it, buying power. They have a higher credit rating than we do. Standard & Poor credit rating. Ours under Obama, our credit rating dropped like 7 times. 7, like from AAA to whatever I don't know what the brackets are, but I just recall reading about it dropping significantly, and that's the first time that's ever happened. It was like a year or so ago. They surpassed us. And then they went and formed their own conglomerate of Asian nations and whatnot to pool their purchasing power, which was a really smart move on their part. Kind of like what the United States and Europe do. And then they got Russia involved in the deal. And that's a lot of power concentrated in one little area. And that's two countries that historically just can't stand each other, which made it even more surprising. Excuse me. Oh, there it is. I'm dying here, sorry. No, they still have a long way to go. They still have a long way to go before they're at that level, but they're on the right track. It's same deal with Russia. They have been, under some kind of communism, monarchy, whatever, where there's all the power's been concentrated in one seat for centuries, and now all of a sudden they're a democracy, and people keep ragging on Russia for its corruption and whatnot, but they don't fail to take into account is the fact that this is all new to them, and there are going to be growing pains until they figure it out, and but they're on the right track. Oh, really? Well, yeah, that's business as usual in China, though. I mean, to be fair. Yeah, but mainland China doesn't like you too much. They still consider you part of their country. Oh shit, I was not ready for that. Oh, that's not going to look good for old Mr. Musk's stock prices. There's this little bug if you have a light stone in your, one of your bag slots, and you pick it up and drop it really quick. It causes the lights to flicker. It's a little bug on the server. Is Elon Musk gay or is Grimes a female? Oh, okay. Well, he's weird too. He has to be with somebody that's weird, because he's really eccentric. And Elon Musk is so far outside the box. A normal woman wouldn't be able to keep up with him. Or it would just tie him down. It would stifle him. He's a throwback, Elon Musk. He's a throwback to the time of the great inventors in the United States, or, well, in the world in general. We need a lot more of that. Just picked it up, yeah. That's why, yeah. But that's what I mean by the throwback. Is you know, a lot of those guys back in the day that were inventing all these amazing things didn't have any formal education or anything. They were just guys that were tinkering with stuff. So they'd, you know, read on various scientific principles and whatnot to figure out how to make it work and put it into action, and, you know, trial and error, what works, what doesn't. Yeah. And honestly, you can't beat hands-on education, especially when your livelihood depends on it. Excuse me. Is that what he's focused on? I don't know anything about the guy. I you know, very little. Did you hear about his he was somebody dared him to delete all his Facebook pages, for, you know, the business Facebook pages for his various enterprises. This was during the whole Zuckerberg selling everybody's data kind of thing. People on Twitter were daring Elon Musk to delete his Facebook pages, so he said, "Okay, delete, just like that, just like that." Deleted all of them. So it's no big deal. I don't see anything from it. I don't see any benefit to having it. It's just, you know, it's just one of those things you have when you have a business. You have a Facebook page, but, you know, it doesn't generate any revenue. So just like that, he just deleted them all. Millions of followers. Just cracked me up. Where'd Thompson go? I moved him up a few pegs in my book when he did that. That's messed up. That really is. I lived in a household, in a Chinese household, for 10 years. Shay Shay. That's it. That's all I know. Of course, the old stepdad wasn't too keen on teaching folks stuff. Too easy. I guess compared to English it would be. Especially when you consider that there's sounds that aren't even in their vocabulary, like, what is it, R's? Or L's. L's. They don't have L's, they don't have R's. So there's a few sounds that are just completely left out. They do? Oh, okay. Yeah, shows you how much I know. Oh, okay. Why the hell do I have rat ears? It'd be cool to get to that level, but you'll never catch me doing a raid. Oh, hey, kid. It's one thing I've never had a desire to do. Is take part in it. Even in like World of Warcraft, raiding is like a 1 hour ordeal. For me, I don't want to work that hard to play a game, kind of thing. And in order to take part in the raids and whatnot, you really have to do a lot of grinding and getting gear so you can go get gear, kind of thing. I realize that's the whole point, is, you know, get up there and start doing the raiding thing, but it never held any appeal to me. We'll leave that to you. That can be your thing within the Fellowship. You can handle the raiding. I'll handle the dying and losing XP. Yeah. I can actually see you and your girlfriend. Sorry, I don't know her name. I can barely pronounce her character's name. I can see you two doing that though, and really getting into it. GXE, okay. Shexy? GXE? Whenever there's an I thrown in there, because of my bad eyesight, it's really hard for me to make out what the letters are, because everything's just kind of mushed together. What's your name? Jess, okay. Is that, like, was it Jeji or something like that? The rating is, as nice as the community is on P99, once you get to that end game rating stuff, it gets nasty. It can get really nasty. I didn't even have a gate memorized. I'm glad nothing went bad. Jiashi. Okay. Thompson was playing around with this eyeball thing not too long ago. I forget where we got Guck or something. He just picked up this. No, it wasn't Guck. It was because it was on these guys. But Unrest. It was Unrest. He just picked up the spell and he kept pulling out the eyeball and playing with it. And every time he did it, we ended up wiping because it was aggroing everything in the freaking zone. Two or three times. We didn't know what it was. We thought somebody was training on us. And then it turns out it's that little eyeball thing that he was playing with. Yeah, it works great. Okay, we're gonna wrap things up there, folks. Fun night, bad start, but ended up all right. That's how it usually goes, though. We always get our deaths early, or deaths out of the way early on, and then spend the rest of the night making up all the XP that we just lost. So, thank you all for hanging out. See you tomorrow night with something. I don't know. Have a good one.